So we're working on what is missing. Everyone has unique talents and hobbies. There's our prompt. That's our background sentence right there. Think about something you like to do. In a one-chunk paragraph, 2+1, write about something you like to do in your free time. Now, you could do this with simply a chunk or a response, but the idea is to look at what is missing. So if it's 2+1 and it's a paragraph, then you should have a topic sentence, 2 or more concrete details, 1 commentary, and because it's a paragraph, you need a concluding sentence. But you could also just say in one chunk, write about something you like to do in your free time. You could do it like that, but here's the activity. You give the students a list, and what I do is I just put them in. I make several of these. Now remember, something's missing here. And remember that the prompt says that it's supposed to be a paragraph. So we have a topic sentence and a concluding sentence. And then we have 2+1. So first and foremost, if I were to decode this prompt, because it says paragraph, I know that I have to have a topic sentence that says, remember the chant is who or what am I writing about? That's the chant, right? That's what we say, right? And then the answer is something I like to do in my free time, right? So we could write, or we could just underline, because it would take the students long time to write it. But if you're practicing writing, you could have them practice this. Something I like to do in my free time. That's what I'm writing about. And then remember, because it's a paragraph, we have to have a concluding sentence. But in between, we have 2 or more concrete details, and we have a commentary sentence. That's the 2+1. And what that is my one chunk. Okay? What is my concrete detail going to be, Miss Deaton? Well, Miss Deaton says, well, remember, if once you decide what you like to do in your free time, you have to describe that hobby, right? Because it's called a hobby. Something you like to do in your free time would be called a hobby. And then for your commentary, right, you would want to write about, tell why you like it. And then, and that's red and green. And then pick up your blue pen and remember your concluding sentence. Concluding sentence, blue pen, get your mirror out, reflect and connect, give them stuff to think about. So remember, you mirror the topic sentence. So this is for a paragraph, but you could do a chunk, or you could do a one chunk response with this activity. You don't have to do a paragraph. I'm just doing a paragraph because I'm showing you everything here. But you can narrow it to just a chunk. You could write a chunk and just have this part right here, right? And so then what I do in the what is missing, there's a sentence missing here. So I have my sentences over here. And here's, right? And so what would be my topic sentence? And what do I like to do in my free time? So drawing is one of my favorite things to do. And so that could be your topic sentence that answers the question, what do you like to do? Now I need 2 or more concrete details. I use crayons. Yeah, that's a concrete detail. Something I have done, right? I draw in my room. Good, Miss Bernal, good. I draw in my room. That's something I have done. I watch videos. That's something I see, right? And something I do, right? Now, if you wanted to, you could have a talk with your students about which one do you think goes first and second and third. You could have that because what you're doing is you're teaching them thinking skills. And so if you, which way would you arrange these would be a question you might ask the students. What do you do first? Would you watch the videos first? Or would you draw in your room? Or which one would you do first? And so you could have that conversation. And so there is left over, I love to draw. And that is kind of a final sentence. And so what we're missing, it looks like, and the students would say, well, that's a commentary sentence. Yes, that could be a commentary sentence too. So you're either missing your commentary sentence or your concluding sentence. Well, Dr. Lewis, how do I know which one it is? Well, they're both commentary. But the concluding sentence, remember, it reflects and connects. Tell why you like it is your commentary. And so why you like it might be, and it could be any, and of course I've given this to you, so you have a blank one for them to write in green, right? And so you get your green pen and you would write your commentary sentence, and everybody would have their own commentary sentence because everybody has his or her own wiggle. And what could it be? Well, in your handout that I've given you, here are some suggestions. I feel creative when I draw. Learning to draw new things is fun for me. I feel excited when I get to create new pictures. I get better each time I create a new picture. Or I could draw all day long. This answers the question why you like it. And so a student could write, I feel creative when I draw, right here. With the period, and then students, make sure the first letter is capitalized, and let's check our spelling on this word. Show your partner or your shoulder partner this word, right? Make sure that there is end punctuation, so circle your period at the end. And so now we've been practicing with, and if you wanted to, you could underline these in red and the topic sentence, or you could label this topic sentence. You could put a TS here, CD, 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 and then your CS. And that is the narrative, if you wanted to do something like that.